Hi, I'm Chris, and I'm going to show you the 7 basic things you're going to want to have in your day pack to enjoy your hike and to do it safely.
I really enjoy hiking and getting out and exploring, and I want to show you the 7 basic things that you're going to want to have in your pack. So we're going to start with food, and what you're going to want with food is to keep it simple. Trail bars work good, packaged nuts, cashews, peanuts, here's corn nuts, trail mix works great, and these are all things you can put in your pack, and you don't have to worry about them getting smashed or squished like a sandwich or a chocolate bar or something, which can melt as well. And this stuff takes a lot of a punishment and it still doesn't alter it. You're also going to want maybe throw in an apple, there's peanuts, they're like vacuum sealed, and I always put everything into a Ziploc bag, and it looks like I'm bringing a little more than I need, and I probably am, but it's just nice to have a little extra, especially if it doesn't take up much room. You don't want to take just what you think you'll need, you want to take a little more than you think you need. So food, and then the water. You can bring a couple water bottles. You got to figure out how long you're going to be out and figure out how hot it is, how much water you're going to go through. I prefer the Camelback system, so I can continuously be sipping the water and not have to get dehydrated. I'd rather not have to stop and pull out the bottle and take a drink if I don't have to, but you want to just continually be putting water in yourself. So number 1 is food. Number 2, we're going to go with sun protection. Always bring some sunglasses. I like the neck strap. Keeps it around my neck. I don't have to worry about taking it off and setting it somewhere and forgetting it. I know it's always here or on my head. Sunscreen. This sunscreen's a lot smaller. This is the one I would bring in my pack. This is something I would probably leave in the car and then screen up with trailhead. But you're going to want some sun protection. Next thing would be a light source. You never know if you have to spend the night or be out past nightfall. You're going to want a good little light source. This is a nice little light. It's an LED, and this was $4 at Walmart. Runs on 3 AAA batteries. It's very bright, and it has some different modes. It's got a red light, and then it's got a flashing red light. See that? And then it also has, you hold it for 3 seconds, an SOS signal. So when it's really dark, you can actually put out an SOS signal, which is ... dash ... I believe that's what it is. But it's just nice little feature to have. Little hand strap, wrist strap there. Also have a headlamp. Then your hands are free while you're using that. And you gotta like the headlamp. Both of them are very small, very affordable, and they fit really easily in your backpack. So light source. Map and compass would be the next thing. This is a real thin, real nice compass, and what's cool is it's clear, and so you can lay this right over your map and you can see through it and do your navigating and orientation of the landscape. People like to bring GPSs and or your cell phone with some kind of a map app. That's not a bad idea either, but you never know if you're going to get the reception, if the battery's going to wear out, or if you're going to lose your cell phone, forget it somewhere. So bring this at least as a backup, and if something goes wrong with your phone or your GPS, you got just a regular paper map, Forest Service map, and a nice compass to work with. Number 5, this is one of the more important things beside food, and that is a way to stay warm. We're going to look at wooden tip waterproof matches. This is the Coleman brand. And these are a little bit smaller matches. I got a 4-pack of these for $2.50 at Walmart. But these are waterproof, so you don't have to worry about getting too wet, but you still want to keep your things dry. These are better matches. This is a they're called Stormproof matches. Comes in a waterproof case. They're waterproof matches, and you open this up and look at the size of these things. They're quite large, and what they do is they'll burn continuously from the tip to this point, even in wind or rain. So let me show you here. So you light this thing on the striker on the side of the box, and look at that. It's burning like a sparkler for about 15 seconds. And I can move it around in the wind. I don't have to worry about it. And then when it gets to the stick, see, it's harder to stay lit. Like most normal matches, you got to keep the wind off it, and you got to be very careful, right? So these are real nice to have, and they're oversized matches. They're awesome. To go along with your matches, you're going to want to have a fire starter, and this, you'll open this up, you'll break it open and pull some of the fibers out, and you can light that with one of your waterproof matches. And then this will burn continuously for about 3 to 5 minutes, and this is a great way to just start a quick fire if you don't have dry tinder around to work with, pine needles or things like that. Sometimes things are wet and there's not much to work with. So if you got something like this, at least gives you a good chance to make a fire. To go along with this, I add an emergency blanket. This is from Coleman. This is a, I think it was $1 at Walmart. Very affordable. Look at that. Fits in my hand here. This could be like a mini shelter for you. It's reflective, so it'll give some signaling capabilities. Plus it retains your heat and keeps you warm and keeps the moisture off you too, which is huge. So an emergency blanket, you just can't afford not to put that in your pack. Here's some hand warmers. Same thing, they're super thin. You break them open, and within about 20 minutes or so, they will get warm and they will keep your hands warm. So you can slip them in your pocket, keep your hands warm, slip them in your gloves. Just a nice little thing to have to stay warm. So also as a backup, with your matches, with your wooden tip waterproof matches, you want to take just a simple Bic lighter. And these work, as nice as a backup. And you definitely want to have that. So, way to stay warm and get a fire going. Next thing is tools, and we're talking really simple tools here. We're talking a pocket knife with a lock blade on it, which is nice, and you could cut some branches and get some fire going. Just gives you options to work whatever you need to do, but it gives you those options. The more options you have, the better off you're going to be. This one locks out. It's got a little clip that'll fit on your belt, and this was very affordable. It was $4 or $5 at Walmart, and so that's a nice simple knife to have. It's very sharp too. Swiss Army knife is another way to go. Got a saw here. It's really sharp. I could cut some branches with that, help with the fire. I got a little scissors here, corkscrew, hook, knife, obviously, bottle opener, can opener, and look at all the options you get with that. And that will fold down nice and small, and just give you some options to work with. So you want to have some tools to work with. Look at that. So one or the other is fine, but I'd go with both of them in this case. And last but not least is a first aid kit. Here's a really simple kit, $1 at at Walmart again. And this has got just some hand cleaning wipes, some Band-Aids, different sizes, some gauze. You can add some aspirin, Tylenol, chapstick, add just a few things. There's just no excuse not to have even just a simple first aid kit. I would recommend to get a little bigger one. This was only $15. This is soft-sided, so it's going to compress and fit easily, slide into your pack in a tight space. And you just get a lot of options here. You got sunscreen, antibiotic ointment, sting relief, insect protection cream, burn cream, alcohol preps, cold press, poison ivy and poison sumac. Look at this, just a lot of stuff to work with. You got some hand cleaners, Q-tips. You can weigh to make a splint. You have some gauze pads and just a bunch of different things. And what's nice about getting a first aid kit is that you can over time add your own things to it as you see what you need. I've added some Tylenol here. I put everything in little Ziploc bags, and you're never going to regret having a nice little first aid kit. Things go wrong and you just want to have just some options to work with. Obviously you're not going to be able to do open heart surgery with this, but it's just going to really help you out if you got some basic scrapes, bruises and bumps and things like that. So first aid kit. So, and then with the emergency first aid kit, I would add some toilet paper, put that in a nice Ziploc bag, keep it dry. You can get the little Kleenex packets that are self-contained with a little plastic, and you get yourself a whistle to help if there is an emergency. Can't go wrong by having that. Way to put out an audible signal. So the 7 things you need: first aid kit, tools, way to make a fire, map and compass, headlight, flashlight, sun protection, and food and water. And I will sift this all down. I probably won't bring everything that like the doubles on these things, but I will put it all in my pack. And here's my day pack, and I got plenty of room to add some clothes and some other things as well. But these are the basic things you're definitely going to want to have in your backpack to enjoy your day hike. Thanks.
All right, keep hiking. See you next time.